Tracking wind for your Wednesday tomorrow, and because of that, National Weather Service has issued a red flag warning, increased fire danger due to the threat of gusty winds and extremely dry conditions out there. So do what you can to prevent wildfires. Yeah, one thing that we don't think about, if you're towing a trailer, you know, that safety chain, you want to make sure that's lifted up off the ground. You don't want any sparks caused by that, and then that ignites a fire. It just would be awful out there. So FYI, it starts at noon tomorrow. The red flag warning will run until 9 tomorrow evening. Some good news here for those of us that are tired of the heat. It's been relentless this summer. I know, not quite as hot tomorrow. We'll still be in those 90s, but a few of us will actually see high temperatures only in the 80s for a change. And then the mountain thunderstorm risk will return. It'll be a bit more widespread starting Friday. I think for the Snake River Plain, though, we should stay dry. But for the high country, you may encounter a shower, hopefully more of a shower than a thunderstorm. But definitely some changes out there. And the reason why we got wind in the forecast, this cold front, it will be a dry cold front. It won't even really make it through East Idaho. It'll stop right along the Idaho-Montana border and maybe kick up some storminess around Island Park into Yellowstone. But what this cold front will do is pick up the wind a little bit. We'll see wind gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. And being that we're kind of close to it, by the time it drops down and gets near us tomorrow, temperatures will be about 5 degrees cooler in the afternoon. So taking the edge off the heat just a tad bit. 59 for a low in Pocatello. Wow, that is a little bit on the cool side. We're so used to the 60s, and what, a couple nights ago we had a low in the 70s, so it won't be that case tonight. Barely 50 for a low in Idaho Falls with a clear sky. Wind manageable overnight, and then the wind picks up tomorrow. Sustained wind speeds out of the west 10 to 20 with wind gusts as high as 35, so hence red flag warning out. 92 tomorrow. Better than 98, won't be record breaking, or at least tie the record, so thank goodness for that. 93 will be the high in Pocatello, still hotter than usual, but we're about 4 degrees cooler tomorrow than we were this afternoon with some wind as well. There is a chance of some storminess up in northern Fremont County, just north of Ashton, all the way up into Montana. If we see any thunderstorms develop, they'll be the isolated variety, and that'll extend into Yellowstone National Park, but staying well to the north of Jackson. Now, Jackson tomorrow, 84 degrees, a little bit better. Yellowstone, a lot better. 72 for high. Wouldn't that be nice right now? 89, though, for you, Rexburg, with a high temperature of 89 over in Burley. We're in the lower 90s in the heart of Power County. American Falls, you're at 91. Southeast Idaho Chevy dealers 7-day forecast. Looking ahead. Thursday looking a little cloudy, not quite so. Ooh, we're 80s. We're back in the 80s too. Saturday, got to pay one more day of respects to the 90s. We've got one more day in. Idaho Falls, though, starting Thursday, will be in the 80s, clear through the weekend, so not quite as toasty. And amen, the fact that it's going to be a lot cooler than it was last weekend. Rexburg 7-day forecast. We are out of the 90s for the next 7 days. Blackfoot, we are out of the 90s starting Thursday. A little on the cloudy side, but we'll make up for it this weekend with lots of sunshine. Teton area, no real liquid sunshine in the forecast, but that may change on Friday with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Nice out there temperature-wise, 70s. Yeah, several days in a row. Central Mountains, 80s, maybe not quite so cool. Lower 80s, though, for Friday and Saturday, and those 2 days, a chance of showers and thunderstorms.